Ooh, love the slow jazz. Welcome to the last call for episode 46, everyone.
Bow, ciao.
What if people listen to this at 1.2 speed? That'll be just gibberish.
I try and do a personal best every time.
Wow. Okay, he gets faster and faster.
Hello. Join me, Chris, McCartly, and Maggie.
Ooh, hi.
Guys.
Lot to unpack.
Too much. So let's just not.
Thanks for
joining the last call.
Yes, personal best. Personal best again.
Yes. Last call speed run.
That was great. It was awesome. Perfect setup episode.
God.
I know we do it a little later into the last call, but we had a discussion off mic right before we hit record. We already have the name of the episode
We do.
planned.
We do.
What was it again?
Fight for your.
Fight for your.
Because that's the thing. Like,
That's
it is
good.
like, honestly, if I was like, I read that in the sky, I'm like, because there is an old English meaning to your.
Yeah, no.
Except it's spelled Y-O-U-R.
Y-O-U-R. I think
Y-O-R-E.
I think the episode is fight for your ... I think it's got to be
perfect. Yeah, I just
Papa,
imagine
you're
Really good.
you could see in the clouds Grog's like panic.
yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta go back.
And it's funny because you had already written 9 words or 10 words, so it was already like
A pretty
the
long
signal
message.
had been given.
Yeah.
You could have just been now.
Well, it was like, it was to inspire the people, not
Yeah.
only the
Yeah.
army, the people, the citizens.
Yep.
Yeah.
To fight for your.
I just imagine the
Yeah,
army
it's so funny,
secretly
dude.
blending into the line outside the city, just looking up at the clouds and just being like,
they're like,
now, no, fuck, okay, now.
It's being deleting.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
It's just kind of the Beastie Boys. Like, as long as they've listened to it, they'll
Yes.
get it.
Yeah.
They'll like finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could assume that's the signal.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
to party.
Yeah. It's to fight for your party.
So funny.
Oh my goodness, that was so we started in Madame Pouch's.
You started in
place.
Madame Petra's house.
Yeah.
You have 7 vials
Yep.
that you distributed.
7.
Yeah. And then Kinala reamed you guys out for not finding her.
I needed a way to
Hilarious.
bring Kinala
That
back.
was
Yeah.
Rightfully
so
so.
fucking funny, though. Is especially after Grog's like, "Well, we forgot all the people we forgot about. We just got swept up in our own shit."
Yeah.
So
Well, to be
well,
fair,
Grog was
I
like,
tried to look for
this
her.
isn't my fault.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
But listen, the way that she got brought back was because of actions that you did. Minx, like you put out tufts of your hair
Yeah.
to places where you thought she would be visiting, and that's why
And Grub.
That's why Grub was able to find those
her.
areas because you sniffed out Minx because you just left. Like a couple sessions ago, or no, last session, you were like, "Go see if someone escaped the prison."
Yep. And I forgot about him.
Yeah,
I love how he came back saying, Minx escaped the prison. Oh, wait, Minx is here.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, it is funny because I'm like, does Grub know prison?
Yeah.
Let's not get
what
into
did
it.
he
Go
understand? He
vibe.
understood all of it. He did a great job.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
That's
Oh,
so
God.
Just
funny.
didn't end up needing him.
No, yeah,
That's so
it's great
funny.
to be like, oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, Ferriden's dead. Oh yeah, also
that
this.
was so funny. Ferriden's dead being
As
like
afterthought.
yeah, something that we've learned and have already processed. And
Yeah.
So many times.
Kinala's
That
like
was days
even
ago.
more invested than we were somehow.
Yeah.
So funny.
I needed an excuse as to why she's been missing for pretty much the entire chapter, and I came up with the way that she has been hunted through this entire
that was
time by
weird.
Bernard.
That's
By
interesting.
Bernard.
Well, they
Which
have
is why
some-
Bernard was not in.
Yeah,
the
I
last
remember
episode.
that, but I also don't. I didn't know Bernard had, like
Didn't have
he's
skills like that.
He's got skills.
had some hunting in him.
He's got some.
He's got that
hunter
dog.
in him. He's got that dog.
There's a lot you don't know about Bernard.
We don't know anything about Bernard. So
And
he
that's
could
the
do
way
a
it.
that
lot.
Madame Pouch likes it.
But we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
expect we can expect that like that sort of happened because Madame Pouch did recognize Kinala.
So the last time you did see Kinala
the
was
court.
when Madame Pouch recognized her when
At the
her
first
and Minx were
trial.
together. Yes, that's
Yeah.
the last time you saw her.
Assassin.
Yeah, and that's where she saw Kinala.
Bernard's definitely an
Yes.
assassin.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Right
you guys
man.
made your way back to the cave with Kinala. You guys were reunited with a lot more NPCs as
Yeah.
well.
Yes. Oh my.
That was so
God,
funny.
Right.
Heartbroken by Ronald. Ronald was
Ronald.
heartbreaking.
Ronald.
And it's so funny because I looked over at Mike the moment he was like fighting with some, like I think you used the word
Piecemeal,
like
farm
gangly
stuff. Yeah.
and
I knew from the beginning.
and I looked over at Mike and I was like, fuck, we're doing this now. I didn't expect this now. I expected this to be like with why
Why
with
would it be?
Dylan.
Well,
but
I liked
so good.
I like because like we talked about when Dylan got yoinked. we talked about potentially me playing as Ronald. Like when we come back from the Fae, but only permitting that like enough time would have passed with us being in the Fae for it to make sense, because we assumed that potentially maybe it was like 5 or 6 or 7 years, right? But let alone it was just 2, so it didn't really make sense for me to play Ronald.
Because
But
it would have just been a different variation of Dylan.
Yeah, there was like an idea of like playing as Ronald as like an older knight or something.
There seems to
right?
be an
So-
ongoing theme of Mike getting pulled away,
Yeah.
and then leaving characters behind, and then deciding whether he's going to play them again.
Characters behind, leaving Kinala behind.
Yeah, what I mean is like Pickle.
Yeah,
you
Pickle.
leave
Yes,
Pickle
they're
behind,
gonna become-
and he comes back with a vengeance.
And now Grog has a deal with
Absolutely.
Madame Pouch, and you're thinking that he might come back.
I am still convinced.
Yeah.
You're just leaving me alone in a room with all of your discarded characters.
It's like you can't give that to Chris. We can't. You give him nothing.
yeah.
Hey, you guys protected Ronald. You
We
gave
did.
him a
I'm
vial
glad,
of
I'm
perfume.
glad we did. Yeah,
We had to. You
Yeah.
put him in our.
I like how I
palm.
stepped in there and like.
But yeah, no, because everybody else, the whiny bitch, no, he
I
doesn't
have
get
the
it.
list
Joe,
of people. I have the list of
no.
people who don't have
Yeah,
perfume.
tell us who's gonna die, Chris. Let's go.
No, they're not
No,
guaranteed. So here are some NPCs that
We-
do not have any vials of perfume. Dave.
Yep.
I added him in last minute.
That's fair.
Wait, what?
He's the guy that fell off the.
guard?
Yeah.
that's on the
Yeah, Dave's
opposing
Dave's gonna
side?
die.
Yeah. Okay. So we
No,
just
we don't
respond.
give a
we
shit
can
about
respond.
Dave.
Anyone you bonded with, I added to this list.
Can I do a little? Can I do
I
a little
wish
fun
Dave
thing?
died from the fall.
Can we
He
do?
could have. I just rolled awful.
Can we, for every NPC that he lists from now on, rate 1 to 10 on how much we care?
Okay, Dave
Oh.
1, 0.
1, 0. I'm fine with 0.
Oh, I feel like Dave could have like
no,
been a
you know,
nice
1.
guy.
He could have been a nice guy,
I think he was being judged harsh. I think there's a bad.
but he was
guard
mean.
Culture.
He was mean when he was
I think
being
there's
judged.
bad guard culture.
Doesn't excuse meanness.
I'll give him a 3.
I just want to flag that we are giving Chris information as to how much we like certain NPCs.
That's
Upon
fine. He's
he
gonna
will
kill him regardless.
Kill all my.
He
One.
will kill all the ones that we love the
Okay,
most.
who did I kill?
probably.
Next.
Where are my parents? Where's Layla, Chris?
Not here. I'm in the red.
Okay, what
so
do
we have
NPCs
Dave.
you got?
We
Yeah.
have Balvin.
no
0.
0.
Actively hope he
I'll
dies.
kill him now.
I'll give him a 1. I'll give him a 1 instead of a 0.
Okay, great. We have Tyler.
Oh, 10. 10.
3.
Right, guys?
God,
Tyler-
10?
I
10
would just-
for all of us.
3.
I would
10
not give
for
him
all
one
of us.
at
We're all
all.
we all
Absolutely
love
not.
Tyler
No.
and his
I would
jokes.
love to. I would
Yeah.
love to watch Tyler die.
I think
and
if we
say
took
a final quip.
I think if we took the mean or the median from our group, it would still come out to a 10, right?
No, like
Pretty
maybe
sure it's more like a
2,
5.
3.
yeah.
That's what 16
Okay.
divided by 3. Yeah, that's 5 point something.
It's fine. It's fine.
We have Jove.
Yeah, he's chill.
Like a 5.
He did nothing wrong, and he made good
listen.
conversation. He was stressed. He was going to see his mom.
That's true. He was a
I'll
he was
give
part
him
of
a
the rebellion.
Good
6.
kid.
We just don't know him that well.
Yeah.
He was going to
and
see
I
his mom,
bullied him
who
before, so I guess I'm
canonically is Helga.
Helga.
yeah, which is so funny.
Yes. Going to Helga. 2.
I don't have Helga on this list.
Okay. Well,
Because she'll be inside. It's fine.
She's not fighting. I have Wink.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Yeah. I guess
Slash
we
Squint.
didn't give Wink a
He's
perfume,
got that. He's got that soul that he'll
he's
be
got
fine.
that dog.
He's
in him.
got
I was gonna say more like a cockroach. Like I just don't think. That,
Yeah, you
like,
can't
he'll
kill Wink.
die.
Wait, I'm surprised.
Like-
Wink is fighting?
Wink is fighting.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like 5th in command.
Right.
Of course he's. Yeah.
Almost got promoted.
Yeah.
He did get promoted.
He did for a short period of
Temporarily.
time and then demoted.
Who else is there?
Just one more name. I have Quiffic.
Yeah,
right.
that's fine.
Quiffic will be getting stoned
She's
somewhere in a
She's
safe
fine.
place.
Yeah.
Inside somewhere.
If you kill Quiffic Chris, that means you kill a hardworking woman with a family who's on a pension.
If I kill Quiffic,
Are you a feminist?
it is because you didn't use your final luck point.
I couldn't find her.
You had one last luck check to find
Okay,
her.
I'll do a roll right now. Let's see if I would have found her.
It's gonna
Okay.
be a 3. It's a 9.
It's a 9. It's worse than all the other ones.
Okay.
So it's you who killed her, Chris. Remember that.
Listen.
I bet you Chris is not going to kill Quiffic, and she's going to have some epic fucking like final blow to the
She gets
Beekeeper.
taken over by the Lords of the Hells and is basically like, you are now the.
It's for my kids.
Without giving too much away, I am not choosing who may or may not die.
Yes, the dice are. Yes.
Are they
Yeah,
your,
you roll
your,
them,
your
you
dice?
motherfucker.
Your dice.
You're leaving it all up to the rolls,
I love
aren't
to leave
you?
it up to the
For the
rolls.
dice scribe. Well, it's a good thing you roll well.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference whether I roll well or not. It's going to come down to chance.
It's going to come down to timing, isn't it? It's going to be a timed event.
Who knows?
We
I
need
will
to get in
say
there. Yeah.
every chapter that we go through, the stakes seem to get obviously higher. That's the
Because
whole
the one
point.
we were saving your
right?
parents.
Huh?
What that was like first chapter. We were like,
Yeah, it was saving
your
saving parents.
fam.
It is in a warehouse.
Yeah.
And then chapter 2 was
It's on top of the mountain at the
on
end.
top of the mountain.
Yeah.
That was pretty high stakes.
Uh-huh.
Chapter 3 was
Pretty
the
elevated,
fucking
yeah.
whole shut
Fey
up.
War.
The whole Fey War. And now we're orchestrating a rebellion on
Yeah,
just
like the doorway to hell is a side quest for us right now.
Right.
Which is
Well,
and kind of like one of the things I'm getting to is maybe like the stakes are getting higher, but I will say, Chris, your telling of those stakes and setting them up in a very, very nice way is getting awesome, getting
Thank you.
better.
Well, I think the way that it feels better is like you guys are getting attached, not only to yourselves but also to like characters, NPCs. So like there's emotional stakes to it.
Of course.
You're not just fighting like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like you're fighting for something else as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I like your dad. I've said that
Ulgon,
like every
I
last
really want to
call.
get him out of
Yeah.
there. I don't care much for Gnurl.
Well, speaking of which, you're
Oh,
going to be
right.
fighting
You might
against
just
Gnurl
have to.
too.
You're going to kill him.
I might have to kill your brother.
That's fine.
You think? You only care about your dad.
What's
He's a shithead.
what's the Gnurl scale?
Like if my parents are watching an 8,
But if your parents aren't watching,
That's great.
like a 4.
okay. Good for me to know.
It was a bully. It was a bully growing up. I was the outsider.
Here's a question, and this is like an unfair thing to ask any parent and or child, but if you had to save your mom or your dad,
Oh no, I can't do it both.
fair. Yeah.
Can't do it.
I mean,
Well,
mom,
see,
mom first, obviously.
I've been such an antagonist to your dad that I'm really hoping I can somehow round it up to a point where I can see eye to eye with him before.
I'm sure you can.
I hope so.
If you win.
wait, so your parents are divorced?
Nope. No, they're together.
They're together.
Wait,
Gnurl's mother was an orc.
yeah.
My mother is a human. That's why I'm a half orc. So
But
Gnurl's
you're-
a full orc.
And yeah.
I
he
thought
just-
Gnurl was second born though.
No.
No.
Oh, never mind.
is the
Fuck
older
me.
brother. Yeah.
Never mind. What
Yeah.
happened to Gnurl's mom?
She died. She died in the Great Oak Rebellion.
Oh, fuck.
Probably in the hand of.
Kinola.
I did not
I don't know.
care
No,
enough
I don't know
about
if
Gnurl.
Kinala killed her.
Yeah, you don't know.
Probably not, based on what we've sort of been talking about now. Because
Never
actually, yeah, I wouldn't have known her, right?
Yeah.
I was born after that when my father married Mary,
And Gnurl was just a young orc at the time.
a young orc at the
A
time.
little orcling.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool though.
Did you suspect this is what the third trial
Yeah, of
would
course.
be?
From the moment you brought it
fight
up,
to the
as
death?
I knew that. Of course, the moment you introduced Gnurl, I knew that I would be fighting Gnurl, and especially since you.
I made Gnurl, eh?
Congratulations, you might kill me.
No, I'm just saying. I made him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't.
Mike
You didn't.
birthed him from his womb.
Like I came up with him, and then Chris obviously went.
Yeah.
I've
running up.
statted him up.
Yes, of course, of course.
So we're both paladins, right?
You're both paladins, Church of Cord.
So the interesting thing about that is I assume he's going to be a statted out like almost PC, right?
I want to see your
we'll see.
character sheet.
You also have you have your 13 temp, right?
I got my
Points?
13
Okay,
temp.
good.
I'm good. I've got 98 HP.
Yeah,
Jesus
It's-
fucking Christ.
I'm a paladin, baby.
98,
I'm a
and
paladin.
then 13 on top of that.
No,
98
98
all day.
including
98 including.
85 plus 13.
What I will say is because you are a arm of Cord
Yeah.
right now, right?
and he's
He is one level higher than you.
oh fuck me.
That's gonna be
Okay.
a tough fight.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
I think if I remember correctly, I described him as is it a shield of Cord? I think it's
You probably have like 4 minutes left of bardic inspiration. Just try to persuade him to
Yeah,
not
use it.
fight or intimidate him. With it.
But that's not how you win. You win by fucking beating him down.
Yeah.
And so I got to beat him down.
And as a reminder, like Ulgon said, you can't use any like potions, any objects. It's
I just don't know how, if he's a level higher with Cord doesn't necessarily mean a level higher in
As a character.
in statted in a stat sheet.
It also comes
We'll see.
down to luck.
He's smiling like a devil, which means that he statted out a character that is stronger than
You
me.
If
stat
Chris
out
didn't
so
think you could
hard.
win this, he
Huh?
wouldn't put you in this.
You do this.
No, but he's going to be a
Ryan
higher
Michael.
level.
Uh-huh.
I want that tattoo. If Chris didn't think you'd win this, he wouldn't put you in this or something. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. So if Chris didn't think you can win this, he wouldn't put you in this.
Tell that to the fucking troll.
You put yourself in there.
But he thought but yeah.
And did you come out?
Almost not.
Okay, but
Did?
In my defense with the troll, it was designed for 3 people to go in.
That's true. Yeah.
And in
So
my defense
what?
as well, you put yourself in trying to steal that chest from those orc guards not too
true.
long ago.
Guys, okay.
speaking of chests
Well, I get
and
scared
armor,
now.
Yeah,
no armor for Clue.
all I know is that when I look at my character sheet, I see a character that is super fucking strong.
And when I looked at your character sheet as well, I thought, let's just make this a little bit better. And then I changed the name to Gnurl.
You fucking asshole. It sucks because, dude, does that mean... Okay, can you promise me something?
No.
Can you not study how to play a paladin? Can you just try and figure it out in the battle? Because that's the one thing that I have. You're making him stronger. You're making him hardier.
Do you mean when I
Casted
when I
Sentinel
Sentinel on you
you?
a few episodes
Yeah,
ago?
can you not do things like
I
that?
feel like he already knows.
Oh, yeah, just don't be a smart,
'Cause you
great
just-
player, Chris.
You just learned your guy.
It's been so long since I've been a player. I want to play too.
Well, you know what? I'm changing up some spells. We'll see. Because we just took a long rest.
Well, I have
Maybe.
a question, though. When they do can they, do their little paladin spells, though?
Yeah.
Like, can they channel their divinities and stuff
Of
like
course,
that?
yeah.
So is Cord gonna, or is Cord gonna be like, that's on you. Oops, sorry.
It's going to be
You're
both. He'll
put out.
Or both of us.
There's going to be, if I can predict what's going to happen, there's going to be a few smites going back and
Great.
forth.
Yeah, I love that idea of just max out my 2 characters and make them fight.
Yeah, it's gonna last 2 rounds.
You think so?
Of course.
I guess it'll end just after the 4th round.
The fight?
Maggie,
Yeah.
I can do
I don't
100
give a
damage in a
fuck.
turn.
I don't
I
care.
only have 100 HP.
But
Yeah.
Chris. Oh,
I have 98 HP.
you have
And
you have my bardic.
The moment a play,
Bardic.
the moment a player loses the upper hand and has to heal himself,
game
then
over.
it's game over because the other player will immediately I need to think of
Be smart, bitch.
That's not Clue. Clue is
smart.
Clue is something.
Clue's been learning how to make plans.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough fight.
It's gonna be really
You
hard.
have to win
Fine.
that.
He'll be fine.
Well, it's only plan B. It's only plan B.
Well,
Otherwise, I'll die. But yeah, I gotta figure out.
fuck, eh?
Like that's the thing. If you could actually cast fear,
I can. Yeah.
and it just depends on if it works. It depends on if any of this works.
Yeah.
Gnurl's wisdom is pretty
here's
low.
the thing. Paladins, because he is above me in terms of paladin stats. He will have his shroud, which means that he gets a +4 on all saving throws, which means that all of my spells I have. If for example, fear is I think it's a
Wisdom.
charisma. Is it wisdom? I have a +10 to that. He's to be to 16.
I have a question. Are you immune to frightened?
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope he doesn't know that though.
I think he does now, because Chris is Gnurl.
No, it's
Do you think he would be immune to frightened?
probably.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know.
Is he?
Who knows?
Tell me, please.
Speaking of plan A, as well, plan B and plan A, you guys know a little bit more about the Beekeeper as well
Yes. Yeah.
from the journal.
Oh, they went down a dark rabbit hole of trying to stay alive as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They got themselves all kinds of fucked up,
Squawk got a little fucked up.
and then essentially upon death,
Found a little
found a
patron.
patron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With copper
Who is
hands.
the same patron that is Dylan's captor.
Presumably.
Presumably.
The hands might be a little familiar.
I think the time for it being up for interpretation is over, Chris.
Did you get scared?
I'm not immune to being frightened,
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
which
to know.
means he's not either. He there's no way.
He might have an orc ability. No, I don't think so. I think Orcs can get frightened. Sorry, Maggie, what did you ask?
Oh no, did you get scared when because they were basically like, oh, like Squawk like was sung by Patron of the Nine Hells, and it was kind of like prophecy scene of like there will be something that is brought back. Could Dylan be that thing?
Did I get scared? I'm not
Like,
Dylan,
do you think?
so
No, I know, but do you think
Oh,
Dylan
as-
could basically be embodied as another enemy in that way?
fucking probably.
Okay,
If Pickle can be
I
a
don't know.
if Pickle can be a dark, menacing thing that shoots arrows at us,
true.
Dylan. If Dylan is encapsulated by copper hands with this weird patron, and that said patron can make someone do what they did to Minx.
I don't know. There's a goodness to Dylan though.
I know.
And
I
that's
know. I don't know. I think he like if he was to come back, he would come back as some like corrupted form. that
Dylan,
would, like
Dylan doesn't have a creepy catchphrase though.
That's
really,
true.
It's
He's
not
not-
gripping
he-
enough.
he doesn't.
You've handcuffed Chris.
Like, it doesn't sound as scary if I go, and when is Hallows Day?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have the
a
nice
good
ring
one.
to
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, I don't know anything.
Listen, you guys are planning ahead. You guys still have to get through this.
Yeah, I'm not very
there's-
convinced I'm
we don't
going
know
to be
what
able to.
We don't know.
Where's Layla? Where are your parents?
Yeah.
What's in the mountain
Yeah.
aside from the portal to the Nine Hells? How does that work? What does that look like? Ring 1 is just flat. There's nothing up there.
It's not flat.
You said it's flat. You said it's
There was never. It was always just mountain leading up to the stronghold. There's
Right.
no city. It's like Ring 1. Once it's the final wall, it's just straight up a staircase on a mountain.
right
To the
but half the mountain is missing. So
no, it's just there's a hole.
There's a hole.
oh okay
In the bottom of the sea.
okay.
Anyway, should we talk about what we're up to?
Yeah. Is there anything else that we want to talk about the episode? No, we did the Skyrite. We started the battle.
We did all our
Everything is in
goodbyes.
motion.
Yeah.
I'll say this is essentially our long rest, so you can stock whatever spells that you want to
Yeah.
before the next episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best.
Jeez. I don't know.
I am me.
Maybe I will speak with plants.
Well, we don't need
Hello, little tulip.
help me.
What do you know about the beekeeper? Grog, we gotta go.
What I will say is, even I know it's the finale, and I know story wise, it makes sense for you guys to come out on top, right? But
Oh God, fuck you, Chris. But it might not happen. You might all die.
I'm just saying it. Like, I don't know how hard it's gonna be.
Chris,
Yeah,
Blue
you
is
do.
gonna
He
die.
knows it's gonna be really hard.
Grog and Minx are gonna die. All of our friends are gonna die.
I thought that after the
the
one
only person getting out of here alive is fucking Ronald.
And somehow Quiffic.
no, who's
And
that?
that's who I'll play.
No, that fucking
And
we
the
come back
next.
as Quiffic, Ronald,
Ronald.
and that one whiny bitch elf,
Balvin.
Balvin.
Lavin.
Lavin.
Balvin.
Anyone want to play the shovel salesman?
God.
Shovels! I got shovels!
Oh, he's
If
dead.
that's a Mike
Shovels!
character, if I've
Dead.
ever heard one. Yeah.
I didn't add him to the list actually.
Yeah. Nah, add it.
Actually, there's a reason. I haven't revealed it. There's been a whole backstory with the shovel salesman.
I'm very excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Because we
my
bumped
God.
into him.
Started a
We bumped into him the last time was at the first court trial.
He was a
right?
bookie.
He was a
Yeah.
bookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder,
He has been going through his own journey.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all I will say.
I
That's
wonder what
really
it's like.
funny.
What his home life is like.
He's with the
He comes home.
kobolds now.
I've
got shovels, honey. We don't have shovels. We never had shovels.
It is the cabbage salesman.
It
like
is.
that
Yeah.
is the
It is.
it's the vibe.
when I want to give myself a laugh, I just think about what the shovel salesman is going through right now. So.
Pretty good.
It's really good.
Midlife
He's
crisis.
doing his taxes.
yeah, he's getting haunted
God.
by the tax man from the
Waits for no
Feywild.
one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've discussed the episode. We have the name already locked in. Fight for your.
Fight for your dot dot dot.
Should we talk a little bit about what we're up to?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a little.
I'm trying to think what video game stuff. I am soon to have enter the Marathon Alpha, which is Marathon is an extraction shooter by Bungie, the makers of Halo,
cool.
and
and
Destiny.
Jinx.
Jinx you.
Bless you.
And they're coming out with a new game, and I was one of the few people that got selected for an alpha code. So I'm
cool.
excited
And
to-
I didn't.
Well, you're trying. You guys
I'm trying.
I'm trying to get Hartley in there as well. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that, and then maybe I'll stream it.
Cool.
Who knows?
I want to do a little stream.
Do it.
So I
Do
might
it.
try streaming some games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
be
going
really
to be
cool.
like a limited watch because there's not so many people playing it. So
How many people get the code?
I think currently there's like 30,000 people.
Whoa. And you were one of them?
I was a small select
It is
few
special.
of 30K between Canada and America, North America, all of North America.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's a cool thing.
There's probably going to be more. Hey,
Shit on his Willy Wonka ticket.
there's probably going to be like 50,000, 60,000 people
I don't know
at the
what's
end of
worse,
it.
the number you gave or the fact that you didn't get one yet.
I know.
Yeah, just
If you
rub
think
that
about
dirt.
it, 30,000 people is
No, I
not a
know.
lot of people in the comparison of someone of playing a game, right?
Yeah.
So
No, it's cool.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
It
I
is
have,
exciting.
I have speculations about the game. I hope they do a good job.
Tell us your biggest hot take that you think. The biggest
Oh,
speculation.
I can't get into
You haven't
this.
played it yet.
Just like one.
Customization of your
Good?
character.
Bad? Oh,
There,
okay, great.
it seems like they are going more towards a hero shooter format, where like in Apex Legends, you can like each hero has a specific power that is related to them, aside from the guns, obviously, and stuff that you pick up. And when it comes to customizing your character, that might look more in the realm of like skins, so like buying one full like look for your character. While Bungie has just always had a really amazing track record when it comes to customization and like making your player really feel like yourself. Like the whole point that Master Chief has a helmet in Halo is because
It could be anyone.
you can project yourself into that character. The whole point Marathon has that same thing is
Even
because
Destiny
you can put
was
you there.
anything.
Destiny, same thing, right? You have your 3 classes that you can play as, but you can change your helmet, you can change your armor, you can change your
Everything.
robes, everything, your colorway, all the stuff. So them going into a personalized sort of more hero shooter-esque thing where like all the heroes have their own voice lines and stuff like that kind of moves away from like what I really love about Bungie, which is just like being able to play as me or someone that like represents me. So
We'll come back and see if you like it.
so we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. They're actively working on it. It's the biggest issue that everyone sort of has with what they've seen so far about the game. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it is. But it's cool because like it's a whole open conversation. So the devs, I'm like in the Discord, and like all the devs are always like chatting, and like people are talking about what they want to see, what they don't want to see. So originally, like the alpha was supposed to be even more closed, and there was supposed to be like an NDA that was supposed to come along with it. But now
Should
they
we not be
lifted-
recording?
No, they lifted the NDA, and now people can stream, and it just allows people to have more open dialogue. So it's cool seeing like what Bungie's doing, and I really respect them as like a studio because they really do make good games. So so yeah.
Just gonna ignore the fact that doo-doo, but that's okay.
Do. But yeah, excited for that. Other than that,
Any shows?
Oh yeah, we finished a show together, Meek and I. White Lotus,
Oh, season 3.
the new season 3. Yeah,
Is it good?
That was good.
How does it compare to the first 2 seasons?
I haven't watched the first 2 seasons.
Oh, so it was great.
So it was White Lotus. I watched a little bit of the ending of the first season. Haven't seen season 2. There's some recurring characters apparently. in
I've heard
3.
season 1 and 3 are the good ones, and season 2 is kind of mixed.
It was good. It was good.
I didn't like season 3.
It was. It was a show. It was a show. The cinematography was beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Maggie?
I also watched White Lotus. I didn't love it. I love Walton Goggins, and I love
Walton Goggins.
what's his name? Fuck, Sam Rockwell.
Fuck Sam.
Fuck Sam?
Rockwell.
Fuck Sam.
Yeah,
the
Sam
third.
Rockwell in there was great. His
God.
monologue is amazing.
Oh yeah, no,
Wild.
that I just wanted to watch a show with them, and they also I think could have cut like 3 episodes, and that's fine. It
Yeah.
just wasn't for me, and that's a-okay. But I didn't realize I did not finish The Pit. There were more episodes that came out, and fuck, it was amazing. And now I've been recommending it to everyone. If you haven't seen it, watch The Pit.
Speaking of The Pit, because I know I mentioned Janae's been watching it.
Yeah.
I have caught up on it as well. I binged it. So now my second-hand recommendation has moved to a first-hand recommendation.
Hell yeah.
It is very good. I agree with
yeah,
you.
that's the next thing I want to watch.
Yeah.
Did you know that the guy that made both theme songs for White Lotus lives just north of Montreal?
Yeah, he's Canadian, and he also is no longer going to do the music for it. And they had a whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just saw an interview not too long ago about like the new season 3 song.
Was it the fact that they like changed something about the song? Is that why he was upset? Or
I think that he's just stepping away from the project. Like, I think that it's kind of like they just don't want to talk about it seems like
I didn't mean for this
Oh,
to
no,
be
no,
a
no.
whole. I just was
Oh,
like,
no.
wasn't it cool?
Come on.
They got
Sorry, I know,
They got
right?
a lot of negative feedback when the season first came out and the song
Because the
released.
song was different.
Yeah, and people really didn't like it.
I
People,
like the new song. It's
a
fine.
lot of people do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of people, they were giving a lot of shit to it, and I could also understand stepping away from a project just with that comes with that much heat. Honestly, it's like working on like truly
people are crazy. I'm gonna say it.
People be crazy.
People be a little bit too attached
be wild
to like things and get very aggressive about like they changed the music. Brah. I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that just me?
no.
People be wilding a little bit too hard.
People be wild.
People be wild.
Okay,
be
we have a
wild.
doo-doo. We have a pee-pee. What else is you going to spew from your mouth today, Mike?
I don't know. Get me off the mic.
I watched all of Abbott Elementary.
I'm caught up too.
I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say Avatar. Then I was like, finally.
It's kind of gotten worse as it's gone on.
I don't mind it. Like, it's fine. I think that I struggled to get into it at first because I was expecting it to be faster in a way. But it's been kind of a perfect work show for me.
It is like
it's
turn off your brain. There's not going to be any like
In-
huge like stakes or
in
anything.
the exact same way I consumed Modern Family, I consumed
Yeah.
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad per se. It's
No.
just it is like it has a zone.
It's a perfect show for like a perfect kind of mood. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's like there's characters in it that I love. There's like I think that they are all very well fleshed out. Like I understand Eagles references now because of that show.
A lot of
Birds.
Go Birds.
Truly, it was one of my biggest learns from that show.
Yeah.
Which
Two
was fun.
players cameo in the show.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, and that I just caught up on a lot of the movie watching.
Nice.
Finally saw like Nowhere Man. Just been like kind of just like catching up on shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, been watching Abbott Elementary, been watching or binging The Pit. New season of Last of Us has now been coming out.
Yes.
So far, 2 episodes have been out. So if anyone's been watching
Only
Last
saw
of Us,
episode 1.
second episode,
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I have played the game.
so you know what happens.
Yeah.
So we know exactly what happens. And from the sounds of it, they follow quite closely to the game.
It's pretty similar.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
The thing that is interesting with that, I think, is timeline with it, though, because they do such a scattered timeline in the game. They are
Yeah.
not following that, it seems like, in the show.
It's very loose.
They they immediately deviated from it as far as as far as consistency goes, which is interesting. But I don't know.
yeah,
There was one.
I need to watch the first. I haven't seen them.
Can I spoil one thing for you?
Spoiler ahead. Spoiler ahead.
Yeah, basically, Abby's character is shown, and they show like all the Fireflies out post hospital.
Sure.
But they just show them like in the front of a grave, and it's like they're doing a burial.
Yeah.
And then Abby's like, "I'm gonna fucking murder
Oh,
them." And I
so
was like,
just a little
"This
bit
is soon.
under.
This is
They're-
quick.
they're
This
Didn't
is
need that at all.
In order to
Yeah.
kind of like
Because it's a good reveal later too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why take that away? That's such a good already built-in reveal to a
just-
plot line.
well,
Like
it just felt too immediate. I don't know.
Doesn't Abby have like in the game? It's like her and her dad like walking around.
that's like a flashback.
Yeah.
They have a flashback, but that's
Like
like
that doesn't come up or anything.
I
think
just wish that
yeah.
they gave
They're
her
try-
grieving time.
they're trying to minimize the shock value of
Yeah.
what comes in this season
Yeah,
by
they're
giving her
softening.
more of like a backstory and like
Yeah.
people want to. They're trying to connect people with
of course.
They also
Yeah.
Of
have
course.
they softened
'cause-
Joel and they hardened Ellie earlier. And I
Yeah.
think that that's a very interesting thing because I think it is exactly that to prevent the same,
her. Yeah,
like,
he's a little mushy.
yeah. Oh, yeah. They have him being super grandpa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck off. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm excited and I'm going to watch it. And
I mean,
can-
it's a good show.
it's a great time. I
Yeah.
think it's
And like
funny.
they have stuff in episode 2 that didn't happen in the game. Like it's a pretty action packed episode.
sick.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's cool. I like it. so
Yeah,
far.
I mean, I loved like in season 1, I loved all the deviations they took from the game. Like
Well,
the
'cause,
whole
like, the creator,
whole episode.
Neil Druckmann's like part of this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
yeah.
and like the whole episode of is it Frank? Is that
Yeah.
the character's
Yeah.
name?
Frank and
Like, that
Bill.
whole
Bill and
that
Frank.
whole Frank episode
That was
is
awesome.
amazing,
Yeah.
right?
It was so
and
good,
like
yeah.
you don't even hear anything. Like not you meet Frank in the game,
Yeah.
and he does mention he has a partner, I believe, but you don't even get a glimpse into their world, right?
No.
So
You see,
really cool.
Only you only get to read letters. That
Yes.
they wrote to
Yeah.
each other,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
you find.
Yeah,
a
you
partner.
find their body.
If
right?
they make
So it's cool,
changes
it's cool.
and the changes make sense and they're
Yeah.
well done, who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
exactly.
only thing that matters.
I think Abby still should have been buff, and that's fine because I do like
Is
the
she not?
actress.
Oh, is she not buff?
No.
That's
well,
brutal.
because the actress, Caitlin DeVere, I'm not sure you say that.
Yeah.
Like, she's quite small, actually. She's
Oh.
like 5'2".
Yeah.
Ooh.
But she's a great actress.
Yeah.
So, like, she
Okay.
acts the role well, even though, like, she's not physically what Abby is from the game.
I got
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate because a lot of people are now giving like heavy critiques saying like she looks exactly like Ellie. Why the fuck didn't they cast her as Ellie? And
Yeah.
I'm like,
She does kind of
Like,
look a lot like
That-
She does look a lot like
casting-
Ellie, and I get
casting's
it.
weird in this show because I think
I like Bella Ramsey. My issue is that my issue is the writing because I
the
don't.
writing's pretty iffy too.
I like because I think that they're sticking with.
I enjoyed the first season.
No, it's not
I
bad. It's just I think
There's
it's
some
the
rough.
game was so special,
Yeah.
and the writing in that game was so good that like it felt like it fell flat in like almost every regard. 'Cause they tried their best. It was just like almost they were limited by the amount of time and production value.
I
and,
mean, also
yes
limited.
and no, but like you have, remember that like between all of these moments, you're killing zombies, you're fighting
Spoiler
as
alert.
these characters, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Spoiler.
I feel like that
But-
makes
but
those moments special.
I agree,
Right?
but then
Spoilers.
why not in
Spoilers.
But then why not
Special
in
moments.
the show have them killing more zombies to make those special moments happen? Why just have them a
There's also-
montage of travel?
Yeah.
And like
Spoilers.
the whole idea is like Joel teaches her how to survive.
We should,
Yeah.
And
we
that
should
doesn't
release this
happen in
episode.
the first season. Like he doesn't really teach her how to survive. They
I
just
don't
go
remember too
they
much.
get through an experience together and it's like
Oh my god, so many spoilers.
yeah. Anyway,
No, I think that also part of it is the limitation of like animation versus
is.
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
real
Huge
people do.
limitation.
Yeah.
And so like it almost does. I think it's whenever they do a pull-in line of something
another
from
doo-doo. Yeah.
fucking doo-doo, another pull-in line from the game. I think it's like immediately where I get like like I get a weird ick with it, which
Yeah.
isn't bad because I'm like those are the heartfelt lines. Like it is the good shit,
but there's no setup.
I think it's also
but it's not. Yeah,
It's also too that Ellie's such a beloved character from the games, and like people love like the Ashley Johnson version of Ellie.
Yeah.
Whereas like if this show just came out on its own and like no one had like anything else to compare it to like
Yeah.
what this Ellie is, I'm sure she'd be a lot more like loved, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that like Ellie in the game is like amazing
because she
right?
is honestly like the way that Bella does portray Ellie is good. Like it
I
is
think
the
so.
same persona.
Yeah.
It's the same persona as of a character of like you have the same wills, the same wants. Like you do have the same
yeah.
attitude towards attacking these things. But I'm like, but your actual like mannerisms that you like because Ashley like they hold themselves in completely different ways to be confident and not. And I think that's I don't know. I just started replaying Last of Us 2 again just to
it's
get
tough.
because I wanted to after the first episode.
Isn't the remake version already out now for PS5?
Oh, is it?
I don't
I
know.
think so, right? They just
Maybe.
launched it.
I'm curious though because I don't know how much of the second game is going to be in this season. Like I don't know if they're going to
Where
get
do
through
you
the
think they're gonna
Yeah.
end?
No, they
And-
it's already greenlit season 3, so
but I don't know what
so
season
they
3 is going
probably
to be.
they're probably splitting it up, right?
yeah.
Where do you think they're going to split it?
I
This
honestly
has been
don't
my-
know. Well, because they've been 2 episodes so far, and I'm assuming they're doing like 10 or so. Like, yeah, I think they're going to split somewhere, but I don't know where in the game.
I think the theater.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I could see
That's
that.
my guess.
Or the aquarium. I don't know. Yeah.
Aquarium seems too late, but I hear you.
One thing I'll say, I know
I
that
could see the theater.
they did not cast Lev yet.
Okay.
So
So this later.
stars,
Yeah.
or at least
Yeah,
Lev
yeah.
won't be.
And like you said, since we're a little bit more scattered, maybe they're going a more linear
That's the thing that it's
with
been
with
more,
with stuff in between where we didn't get that in the game, where we'll get like younger Ellie.
Yeah, but I think regardless, the next 2 seasons are going to be still the second game.
Yeah,
There's,
I
there's
agree.
so much to unpack
yeah.
in the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
such a
think they're
big
gonna
game.
put more things in before she goes on her mission.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We don't have the walking dialogue. I need
No.
more walking dialogue.
like
It's true.
Walking
The walking dialogue is great.
Anyway,
Hartley.
I got nothing.
And that wraps up the last call for episode 46. Are you serious? Nothing?
Watch the pit, Hartley.
No, I can't. No.
Do it.
I
Do
watched
it.
a little
Wash
bit.
it.
Do it.
Pits.
I'm bullying you.
Wash your pits, Hartley. You stink.
I did. I binge watched Solo Leveling because I heard I haven't watched an anime in a while. I wanted to watch it.
so-
I
you
know a great
You know what I
anime.
thought you said? I
What?
thought you were talking about the documentary Solo.
No, I love
Where
that
he-
movie.
Where he, I know, yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Free
that movie.
Solo.
Free
yeah,
Solo.
Free Solo.
Guy's
Sorry,
fucking crazy.
Solo
Incredible
leveling.
movie. No, Solo Leveling. I'm watching what did I say? We talked about this before we started. Wheel of Time.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
season 3.
I've got complaints,
You're
but I'm not
unhappy.
gonna voice them here.
There's highs, but there's also low lows.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
it's mostly lows, and I force myself to watch it. But it's Wheel of Time.
This
and
is one of those
It's
things.
fantasy.
though.
You have to.
Yeah, I
That's what
have
you
to.
said.
I
Yeah, it's
want to
fantasy.
see
You
you
have
go
to.
on a full rant about this though, because I'm like, this is your thing.
Yeah,
in the
I
way-
could
yeah.
I could talk forever, but it is what it is. So I'll maybe a side podcast.
one
Of,
reel.
I
Or at
just
least
complain,
a secondary last call.
A secondary last call.
or I
Hartley's-
just
This is the
rants.
last call. The
Hartley's
last
rants.
call.
and
Hartley's
that's
spewing.
that's about it.
Cool.
I don't have anything else.
That's
Yeah.
a boot.
That's a boot.
About it,
That's a boot.
Chris.
Well, everyone, that actually concludes episode 46's last call. We're joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and
Wow.
Maggie. We'll see you next time. Take it away with the slow jazz.
Wow, so long.
Slow as fuck.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.